Yes, it is a soggy Friday evening. Michael and Hani, and most of the area is starting to improve, but there are a couple of trouble spots that we're still watching. Palm City and Stewart, and also this cell that's working into Jupiter and Tequesta. It's intensifying, and not a severe thunderstorm, but we could get another isolated severe thunderstorm before this all tapers off, and then I would say in the next hour, hour and a half. So we have three separate thunderstorms working through the Treasure Coast. This one is starting to pull away now from Palm City, still over Stewart. It'll be off the coastline in the next half hour. Still some gusty winds with it. There's still the chance for some small hail in just about every one of these cells. A little farther north, so it's south of Vero Beach south in toward Fort Pierce, working off the coastline at the same time, not having a big impact now, and it's really improving quickly in the northern Treasure Coast. And then there's this one that is moving along the county line, Palm Beach County and Martin County, and it is now arriving to 95 in the Turnpike. This is some big rain here, some gusty winds, and there's the threat for some small hail with this one as it pulls toward the coast in the next stop. It's almost there now, but the real heavy torrential downpours and the core of lightning is still about 10 to 15 miles toward the west, but it will cross into Jupiter and Tequesta in the next 45 minutes. Also down around Lantana and Boynton Beach, Lake Clark Shores, we have this wet weather maker that is moving toward, everything's going east at about 30 miles an hour. So some gusty winds with this, some torrential downpours, but a big improvement from earlier. Still keeping an eye on Boca and into Delray. We haven't seen a lot of rainfall here, so that's still an area that could see some big downpours in through the evening hours. But this one in particular, this could become a warm storm if it continues to intensify. Eventually it'll move off the coastline, but that's going to take at least another 45 minutes. Want to bring in James. It fired up quickly. Most of the day it was sunny, James, and then we just flipped a switch, and about, I guess, 5:30 it fired up, and it looks like it's going to push off pretty quickly too.
Yeah, one of those kind of flash in the pan type days where most of the day is beautiful, and then you just bam, get the big thunderstorms, and then we clear out. And we're going to see that quickly. Like Steve said, give it another hour, hour and a half, maybe two at the most, and we're going to push all this offshore. And you see this is going through 7:30, 8 o'clock. This is 9 o'clock, maybe a lingering little bit left along the coast, and then gone after 9, and we'll clear out through the overnight hours. So if you do have, I know it's Friday, you have some Friday evening plans. If you have the rain right now, don't worry, in a couple hours it'll be gone by, like I said, 9 o'clock or so. 10 o'clock clearing out. The rest of the night looks great. Just going to be kind of warm and wet out there with temperatures dropping into the upper 60s to mid 70s. Highs tomorrow, upper 80s to near 90 degrees, hot, humid afternoon thunderstorms once again across the area, as we do have very unstable atmosphere on top of us. So more afternoon storms, mainly more to the north, less the farther south you head. I know that air show in Fort Lauderdale is happening, and I think it might be okay tomorrow. Sunday, a different story. We get those storms to move through, possibly earlier now. We'll be talking more about mid-morning or so, and then clearing out late in the day. The severe weather threat, we have that today. Tomorrow, like I said, it's really north. You get a level 2 threat there from Indian River County, northern Okeechobee County. Even Sunday, we have at least a level 1 marginal risk with these rain chances staying high. Then it drops like that. Gone, the storm's gone. Humidity drops too, so it's going to feel fantastic next week. Boating and beach forecast, the southerly winds are going to pick up ahead of the front, so it's going to get really choppy out there. 7-day forecast, high temps go from the upper 80s. We do get a little bit of cooler air, low 80s for highs, but it's that humidity dropping that will feel fantastic.